Hi everyone, my name is Chef Fernando Mojica with Columbus State Community College Hospitality Programs. Thank you for joining us today. We're glad you are able to join us for this video. So today we're going to show you a really fun and really easy soup. Weather's starting to turn, it's starting to get a little colder out there. So we're going to show you a corn chowder. I know that season's starting to come, so we probably have a little bit of corn left over from the summer. So this is going to be a nice hearty soup. So we are going to have some real simple ingredients. Of course, we're going to have some corn kernel. We have about a pound of corn in here. We have 2 potatoes. We dice those up into medium dice, so about quarter of an inch by quarter of an inch. We have some celery. We have onions, so one cup of each. We have some heavy cream in here, and we also have some chicken stock in here that we're going to use. Alright, so we are going to start by putting our butter here in our pan. You want a low to medium heat. Let the butter melt. You don't want to brown this butter, right? So just be careful the butter doesn't start burning or browning. So once the butter is completely melted, we're going to add a little bit of our flour. So we're going to add equal parts flour to butter, and we're going to form what's called a roux, so a thickening agent. So that's going to help build some of that body on the soup, so it can be nice and thick and good consistency. So our butter is melted. We're going to add our flour. Now, one trick to do is, like I said, you can do equal parts, right, of butter to flour. Another trick that you can do is you're looking for the consistency of wet sand. So if you ever go to the ocean and you're taking some of the ocean water and try to build a sand castle, that's the type of consistency you're looking for. So you're looking for, as you can see here, you're looking for that wet sand consistency. So we're going to let this cook for a couple of minutes. Again, we want to make sure that it doesn't start burning, but this is going to cook for a few minutes, maybe about 5 minutes. Kind of let all those starches on the flour start to kind of come out on the bellow. And now what we're going to do from here is we're going to add our celery and onion and start building the flavors of the sauce. So we have our onions. We're going to start adding our onions. We're going to add the celery. And we're going to add our potatoes in here. So we're going to let this go. We're going to start cooking all these vegetables. We're going to add, at this point, we're going to add a little bit of the chicken stock. We're not going to add the corn just yet, because the corn is going to take a lot less time to cook than will the celery and the potatoes. So we're going to add a little bit of our stock in here. And you are looking at about a half a gallon or so of chicken stock. We're going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to let, once it starts to boil, we're going to add our corn, and then we're going to let everything finish up together. So bring this up to a boil, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so the soup is boiling now. We're going to go ahead and add our corn. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lower this to a simmer. And then we are going to, once everything is cooked, we're going to finish it up with seasoning. We're going to finish it up with some of the cream and so on. So once this is cooked, it'll be ready to go. Now this is going to take, you want to make sure the potatoes are cooked all the way. It really depends on timing, but anywhere from about 45 minutes to an hour or so, an hour and a half, depending on how big the potatoes are, how long it takes for the heat to get to them and so on. So once these are cooked, we'll be ready to go. So this has been cooking, like I said, for about 45 minutes or so. We're going to add a little or cream here. Depends on how much thickening you did. The flour, is going to react. It might react a little different, from batch to batch. So you may or may not need all of that, but you want to add enough of these. This is going to give it a little bit of body. It's going to give it a little bit, obviously a little bit of flavor. It will kind of wrap everything together and will give it that nice soup consistency. And that's it. That's as far as we're going to go. We're going to let these simmer or warm up just for about another 5 minutes or so, but we're not going to let it come up to a boil because the cream is going to curdle. So the only thing we want to do is just kind of warm that cream that we just added, and from here we're ready to serve. So after we're going to let it simmer for about 5 minutes and warm up the cream, we're ready to go. We're going to serve it. We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you join us again next time, and thanks for joining us.
My name is Rayleigh Harper with the School of Hospitality Management and Culinary Arts at Columbus State Community College. We hope you're enjoying our new YouTube channel and would love for you to subscribe to see more videos and chef demonstrations. Also, please visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Lastly, you can visit cscc.edu, the Hospitality Department page, if you would like to learn more information about our programs and our school.